Good evening. I'd like to call the special meeting of the Sterling Heights City Council to order. Please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our elected officials. Grant them courage and wisdom to do what is right for all citizens. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Ms. Riska. Could we please have the roll call?
Mayor Taylor, Mrs. Sarowski.
Here.
Mrs. Kosky, Mr. Radke.
Here.
Mrs. Schmidt.
Present.
Mr. Yanez.
Here.
Mrs. Yarko.
Present.
Okay, Council, thank you, Ms. Riska. Council, we need approval of the agenda.
Move to approve the agenda as presented. Support.
Okay, we have, it has been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? If not, all in favor signified by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. All right, tonight, our first item is to receive the results of the Board of Canvassers with a presentation from our city clerk, Mrs. Riska. Ms. Riska?
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Sarowski. Earlier today, I received the official canvass of the November 4, 2025 city general election, and I will read the results as outlined in that report. There were a total of 18,816 votes cast at this election, and the results are as follows. Office of Mayor, 1 4-year term. Michael C. Taylor received 11,912 votes and is elected mayor. Matthew Ryan received 6,290 votes. There were no valid write-in candidates this election. For the office of city council, 6 were to be elected for 4-year terms. Liz Sarowski received 10,953 votes and is elected to city council. Having been awarded the most votes and in accordance with our city charter, she will serve as mayor pro tem for the next term. Michael V. Radke Jr. received 10,299 votes and is elected to city council. Henry Yanez received 10,270 votes and is elected to city council. Robert Myjack received 9,490 votes and is elected to city council. Maria G. Schmidt received 8,414 votes and is elected to city council. Barbara A. Zarko received 7,974 votes and is elected to city council. Additional candidates included Rick McKitty, who received 7,566 votes, Deanna Kosky, who received 7,418 votes, Jackie Ryan, who received 5,913 votes, Terry Brinker, who received 5,845 votes, Daniel Acacia, who received 4,976 votes. There were no valid write-ins candidates for city council this election, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Riska. Ms. Riska, can you please repeat, did you say Moira Smith? I might have missed that.
No, I do.
And I just want to make sure we have a record of it.
Yes, I apologize. Moira Smith received 6,150.
Okay, thank you so very much. Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Riska, and congratulations to all of who ran and who did not run because it is such an event. Okay, next item is a swearing-in ceremony of the 2025 to 2029 City Council by 41A District Court Chief Judge Steve Sarowski. Council, everyone come down forward and we'll go through right in front of the dais here, please.
And Rob? Yep, there's Mr. Myjack.
Oh, no,
She's. Congratulations, and proud of everyone, and I'm sure in the next 4 years, you'll make us proud. So please, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
And that of the state of Michigan.
and that of the state of Michigan.
and the Charter of the City of Sterling Heights,
and the Charter of the City of Sterling Heights,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
City Council
City Council
in and for the City of Sterling Heights,
in and for the City of Sterling Heights,
County of Macomb,
County of Macomb,
State of Michigan,
State of Michigan,
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations.
Void there for a minute. So this means it's on? Yes, red's on, yes. So when you want to say something.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Judge, for swearing us all in. I'd like to open up the floor to the City Council for any comments, recognitions, or remarks. Who'd like to go first? Nobody? Nobody wants to say anything?
I'll go.
Okay, thank you. Mrs. Schmidt?
Thank you. First of all, I'm humbled, honored, and thankful to the voters. I'm not going to get through this. To the voters of the city of Sterling Heights for bestowing the honor of representing you for the next 4 years. I take it seriously. I only have my integrity, and that's how I lead, is with my integrity, and I promise you that that will continue always. I couldn't do this without a lot of people. Friends, family, some of my colleagues on council. If you're not up here, you have no idea what it's like to go through an election, or if you've ever not gone through an election. It's something that is an out-of-body experience, for lack of a better word. And if you don't have the support of your family and friends, you will not get through this, because it is a lot of work. And I couldn't do it without my mom, my brothers, my sister-in-laws, my son, my daughter, my husband. Our families go through a lot. And they love this city just like I do. And I have to say that every election, the Daughters of the Year, my daughter Natalie and Stacy Ziarko, work endlessly and tirelessly for us, and just complain a little bit. But what kid doesn't, right? I'm just grateful to everyone that has helped put me here, and I'm very grateful to the residents for having the faith in me to carry on what I've done for the last 22 years. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to moving our city forward the way we have started the inertia, and we're going to continue. And thanks again. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mrs. Schmidt. Who'd like to go next?
I can do
Okay,
this.
Mrs. Yarko.
Hi. First of all, I want to thank everybody that went to the polls, whether you voted for me or not. It's important that you exercise your right to vote. I've been here for 24 years. I'm going to be here hopefully for another 4. And I know that sometimes that is a disadvantage in serving because of longevity. But my goal is to prove all of those people that think it's a problem that I'm still going to serve with the utmost respect for you and for this city. This is still, to me, a nonpartisan seat, and I will make sure that I do everything I can to make sure that those are my decisions. I always say that I do have a political philosophy, but it's in the parking lot when I make the decisions for this community, because I want to make sure that I'm serving in everyone's best interest. A tough election. This was the toughest one I've ever been through for many reasons. But I'm going to start out by thanking, before I forget, I want to thank my daughter Stacy. I have to do that first. My running mate Maria Schmidt, because, we would call each other and, one of us or the other was on the ledge. So it was a long, 8 months. But in the end, I think, that we're going to move forward. The city's going to move forward. That's why we're here. Back in 2017, I started to change direction, not just of serving here, but paying attention to what was going on in the state. And I remember seeing a documentary that was A Divided Michigan. And they interviewed people throughout the state of Michigan, and it was different philosophies, different people, different lifestyles. And I thought, what can I do to change that? So I became involved with the Michigan Municipal League, and that was my goal, is to learn more about uniting us rather than dividing us. And it's still my goal because I think it's so important, especially in the times that we live in right now. So that's still my goal, is to bring us all together. And I think we can accomplish that. I also want to welcome Mr. Myjack tonight because I've known him for many years, and I think he's willing to serve, and we've talked about this, and he's ready to go. Back in 2002, so I'm really going back now, I met somebody by the name of Mickey Switolski. And I remember when he was going through his election for state senate, he said to me, I know this is going to be tough, but in the end, if I have my name and my family, I am successful. And that's how I feel today. I have my name and I have my family. And I know that they stood by me through all of this. And I just look forward to working with the council that we have right now and administration, and making sure that we listen to our residents, provide them the information that they need in order to make good decisions. Certainly, we're here for you all the time, and it's pretty much, I love this city. I love serving the people here in this city, and I plan on doing that with honesty and integrity for the next 4 years. Nothing further.
Thank you, Mrs. Yarko. Next. Mr. Radke.
I guess I'll go. Thank you, Madam Mayor Pro Tem. Like many of my colleagues here, I first want to thank the voters of the city of Sterling Heights. This is my 4th election, and it's an honor and privilege to be both supported by the voters and returned to office. My first goal is always to make this city the best city to live in the state of Michigan. I went to high school here. I came back here with my family, and I want to thank my family for everything that they've done to help me in this election. I have to single out my Aunt Virginia, my godmother, Virginia LaRosa. She's from being my campaign treasurer to being my #1 volunteer to always helping me in every way that I can. I know she's very proud of me, but I have to thank her for all of her support. My father is here. He doesn't come to many council events. He's a quiet retiree, but I know he's immensely proud of all the work that we've done. Uncle Dominic is here, so is my brother and his family. Sterling Heights means the world to me. I think that we have, in the 8 years I've been on council, really not only put it on a pathway to success, but we've proven our successes every day. From recreating recreation, which I was not on council to pass, but we implemented, to restoring the Safe Streets millage, to the pathway to play and preservation. In the 8 years I've been on council, we've, I don't want to say totally changed the city, because the city was running very well before I was elected, but we've basically taken it to the next level. A lot of cities are disinvesting, and we're reinvesting. Just like owning a house. If you don't put a new roof on, if you don't paint it, if you don't improve it, then it's just going to deteriorate over time. And it's not us doing it, it's the voters, because everything we've done, we've asked the voters to support us. And I think in the election results last Tuesday, it shows their support, that they like living in our city. They love being in one of the safest cities in the state. They love our improvements, and we want to take it to the next level. And that's what I've really been thinking about this last week. what can we do to even further improve our city? I know my first goal is to continue the ITC trail and make it so that every part of our city is accessible by bicycle on the trails to all of our parks. But there's even more than that. So I urge the voters who are watching and the residents who are listening to reach out. How do you want to see your city improve? How do you want to see it made even better? Because I know that, they say this is a part-time job. That's baloney. It's a full-time job. We're always talking and we're always thinking about how we can improve our city. So reach out to us. I want to praise and thank Deanna Koski yet again. She won't be returning to the city council, but she was a tremendous font of knowledge over the history of our city. She should be honored and proud for all the work that she's done. We'll miss her up here. I mean, Mr. Majek has big shoes to fill, or heels, actually. But as his experience on the county commission attests, I think he'll be able to hit the ground running. I just want to thank, again, all the voters who came out. This was one of the most, I don't think it was a contest per se, but it was the most petty and contested election I can remember. And until you sit up here or you put your name on a ballot, it's your name. It's all you got is your name. You put your name on the ballot and you ask the voters to support you. It's unlike anything else. And unless you run for office, some of my colleagues up here understand it. You don't know just how many slings and arrows and just nasty comments and all these other things that you hear, but you pull through because, you think the folks are behind you. And you never know exactly where you stand until the day after Election Day. That's where the voters tell you exactly where you stand. So I'm privileged to be the second highest vote getter. It's hard to be first in this town, I will tell you. I've tried. I've tried 4 times now. It's very hard. But it's an honor and a privilege, and I'm just so happy to return. And I know that we're going to do great things over the next 4 years. Thank you, Madam Mayor Pro Tem.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Mr. Radke. Our new councilman is ready to go, Mr. Majek.
Thank you, Madam Chairman, appreciate it. Yeah, I'd like to first of all thank the voters of Sterling Heights. It's a really, obviously, yes, big shoes to fill. I commend Councilwoman Deanna Koski for all of her years of service, and I will be supporting the initiative to rename the Nature Center in her name. I believe that's coming up, possibly. Yes. But no, so this started for me, this campaign in March, gathering the petition signatures. That was the first time that I learned that whole process. And I thank the residents for signing petitions, allowing me to run, and all the other 13 candidates. Very grateful for that. And the city clerk's office, Melanie Riska, your office was A1 professional, told me what I can and can't do as far as the petition signatures. My very good friend Fred Miller, he served as a county clerk in Macomb County, and he had nothing but great things to say about you and your professionalism, your city clerk's office. So thank you for that, and also thank all the residents of the city for taking the time out to be election workers and making our democracy work better. I look forward to working with my fellow colleagues on here in council, Mr. Vanderpool, the city administration, residents and businesses to keep Sterling Heights going, keep a good thing going there. And any questions at all, please let me know, residents. And I have to thank my mother in the audience, Diane. She's been with me on races for a long time. Thank you, Mom. I love you. And my wife, Maria, who's been with me for a long time as well and is everything to me. So my mother and my wife are everything. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Majek, and welcome. And Mr. Yanez?
Councilman, yes.
I'm so sorry. It's been a day.
So I think I'm going to start off first by thanking my wife, Jane, because I know at some point in the speech I'll forget, and I'll go home and I'll feel really bad that I didn't thank her. So, there's a saying in politics, right? If you lose a race, it's because you ran a poor race. And if you win a race, it's because of all the friends and family and help that you received. It's never about you. When you're given the opportunity to serve, and I've been given the opportunity to serve this great city since 1995, first as a firefighter paramedic, then as a state representative, and now here on city council. And really, an election is a contract between yourself and the people you ask to allow you to represent them. And that contract is that you will represent them to the best and highest of your ability. You'll put personal feelings, political alliances, whatever, aside. And it really is, each one of us, because we're at large, represents 130 some odd thousand people here. And, you think about it, that is an awesome, awesome responsibility. It doesn't matter if you agree with them politically or not, if they have, or personally or not. If someone has an issue, if someone calls you, if someone reaches out to you and they want you to address their issue, this is what you do because you've asked to represent them. And I've had that honor for many, many years. I am continuously honored that I have received the support of the voters, so I can come back here and do this. We do have a city that it's a great city. This is a great city. But, you don't rest on your laurels. There's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work over the next 4 years. I talked to a lot of people campaigning. I got an earful just about every single day on a number of topics, but there's some common thread topics. And, we want to work on things like, not only the physical things, but things like transparency and how we can make government easier and better for you to understand communications and so forth. So, those are some of the things that I'll be working on over the next 4 years. I'm very excited to be back here again. I'm very excited to serve this city one more time, and I look forward to serving with the rest of the council. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Councilman Yanis, and thank you very much. Okay, so I will go last. And first and foremost, I want to thank my family. Could never done, my children have been doing this elections since before some of them were born. And the others, between my husband and I, we've been very blessed to have a lot of very good family and supporters. The kids all worked the polls for me again this year, and I really thank them because they have to take their time out. They have to work hard, and at the polls when it's cold, even my daughter-in-law was out there, God bless her. And so thank you so much, and especially to my husband, who I wouldn't be here without. In many ways, wouldn't be in the city, wouldn't be where I am today without him. I've known him since I was 5 years old. We grew up together, and I am so proud of him and our relationship and our family, and I'm just very grateful. So thank you, my dear. And also to my friends who helped and voted and worked, and not only voted, but also worked polls for me, the voters especially. This is something that I am so humbled and honored to see, is how democracy works and being a part of it. And, from a small child thinking, oh, I want to do that. I want to be involved. I want to make sure I want to make a difference. And here I am. And I'm just humbled and honored. And to the voters, you guys, this is your city. It is what you make of it. And I think that we're doing good things. And I'm glad that you had the faith in us to continue, and myself especially, to continue to serve you. Because service is what I do, being a nurse, being a mom, being a daughter, being a daughter-in-law. It's what I have always dedicated myself to other people, and I'm so happy to do it to the citizens of Sterling Heights. I promise to always listen to you residents. I will be your voice if you need me to be. I will be transparent in what I do and why I do it. I give answers. Sometimes I don't always vote maybe the way some may want, but I will give my answers. And if I think that I need to change and be better at what I do, I will absolutely do that. So I want you to know that I'm here as a representative of you residents. I will always be honest, and I will always be caring in how I approach everyone here, both on the dais and in the residents, and I will always be available to you. It was mentioned that it was a bit of a rough election. It was brutal. People were very unkind, and in this climate, I try to make sure that I will never reflect that, and I will not be unkind to somebody else. I will not ever disrespect them intentionally. And so I just want the residents to know that I am here to serve you and to be wherever you need me to be. Let me know. I am available. You have my phone number on the website. That is my personal phone number. I got a couple calls today that I'm happy to take. And just to make sure that I'm here is to serve you. I want to congratulate all of my colleagues and welcome Mr. Councilman Robert Myjack. I've known Rob for a long time, too, and he has always been an honorable man and one that has served the residents of this, first the county, and now will be the city, quite well, and I'm happy to have him here. I do want to say one last time, thank you to Deanna Koski. She was my mentor, still will be my mentor, and I will miss her tremendously, but I also know that she is going to do other things, still with the city, but other things where she will be very well received. And I have nothing but faith that her love for this city will continue, and we will all still be able to pick her brain if we need to. So to the residents, again, please reach out if you need anything from me. To my colleagues, again, congratulations. And to the voters, thank you very much for having your faith. And that's all I have. Thank you very much. Okay, so thank you. So now I move on to communications from citizens. This portion of the agenda where the audience may speak. Anyone out there may have something they want to come up and say. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on anything, not on tonight's agenda, but I think that does not include talking about people on this, so we can still talk about the people here. Anyone want to speak? Mr. Shea, I see your hand first. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and City Council. I wasn't going to come tonight, but I've been coming to these meetings since February of '81, so I've been to a lot of swearing-ins. And I want to welcome the council back, Councilman Myjack. Good luck for the next 4 years. And I want to thank the city for the Veterans Memorial for yesterday, because that's why we have our freedoms today, and what we have, the memorial outside between the police station and City Hall. And it's kind of, they fought for our freedom, and this is a real special time. And I want to thank the city clerks, Melanie Raskis, in her office. Man, she does a bang-up job. I was really impressed. Sometimes I can be really critical, but man, they work hard. They really work hard. And I too want to thank Councilman Koski. I was here when she came in '89, and I watched. All the old timers are gone. But I want to thank her for the service to the residents, the city employees, and her kindness, not just for the residents, but her kindness for me. She always was very helpful, and you don't usually say about a politician, but she was just a really nice lady. And she was always went out of her way to help people and stuff, so I really appreciate that. And I want to thank Councilman Myjack, and hopefully for the next 4 years it's going to be smooth. I don't know how often I'm going to come down here, but I welcome everybody. And I guess the mayor is out of town, so welcome. Good luck to him for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shea. Anyone else would like to speak? Okay. Seeing none, going on to reports from city administration and city council.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Sarowski. I wanted to, on behalf of administration, congratulate the mayor and city council and our newcomer, Councilman Myjack, for your reelection. We look forward to working with you again over the next 4 years to continue all the incredible projects going on all across the city, in large part, almost all of them, that have been started under this council in one way, shape, or form. So I'm really honored as city manager on behalf of our administration to continue that good work. The election is validation, much like our citizen survey, of the good work going on. You're going to hear about our citizen survey that was completed over the summer at our second meeting in December. And we're going to talk about all the projects and initiatives that the community thinks is going very well. And we're going to be highlighting some areas where we need to continue to do some work as well. But I also wanted to mention that I know firsthand, it's not easy being a mayor or city council member. I know firsthand the amount of information you have to decipher every single day. You get information from us daily. Sometimes it seems hourly. So every day, we're providing emails and text updates on initiatives going on or incidents going on in the city, police matters, fire matters. And once a week, the city council gets a long packet of information they have to review and decipher, and undoubtedly, there's comments, questions, and follow-up information that has to be provided. That's in addition to the city council packet that goes out every other week. That's not to mention the strategic planning material that goes out that we're going to be reviewing shortly, and the budget hearings, and the other special meetings, and the ribbon cuttings that council has to attend, the special events, the volunteerism that each of the council members and the mayor participate in. There's a wide variety of volunteer efforts that go on throughout the year. The master plan that the city council put together and worked very hard on with the planning commission, the zoning ordinance, which we're working on now, multi-year effort. This is just a sampling of the work that goes on at the city council level. It's far more than a full-time job. It's really all-encompassing. So we understand that as an administration. We appreciate your work, and the city has this great reputation across the state. And some of you alluded to it earlier. We are renowned for having good government. And that's not because of me. It's not because of our directors and managers, in part, perhaps, but it starts with the leadership of the city, and that's the mayor and the city council. So we're honored to continue that good work, that good reputation, and we're ready to keep chipping away at our Visioning 2040 plan, which really is transformational for the community. So again, I also want to recognize on behalf of administration, former Councilwoman Deanna Koski. I had the privilege and honor of driving together with her to our council meetings. It was a little lonely last week going home. I'm going to miss that, but she really did amazing work for the city, and I know we're all looking forward to paying tribute to her at our next meeting. And again, welcome to our new council member, Robert Myjack. On behalf of administration, we look forward to working with you, and thank you, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mr. Vanderpool, Mr. Koszybski, anything tonight?
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Sarowski. Normally, I would just simply say nothing tonight, but I do want to take a moment to say how blessed I am to work with all of you. And Mr. Myjack and Councilman Myjack, I'm glad you're here and happy to work with you too. I've been serving the city in various capacities for over 20 years, and I feel like I have the best seat in the house. I really do. I get to watch all of you work. I get to work with you. I get to joke with you. I get to fight with you. It's awesome.
You built for it.
And, well, there's that too. But I do really appreciate where I get to sit, and I do look forward to the next 4 years. This is going to be fun.
Thank you, Mr. Koszybski. We enjoy working with you too. Okay. Council, is there any other things, any new business, anything else, any reports? Hearing none. Okay, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Support.
It's been moved and supported with no discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, good job.